we ready? Positions, please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
Make it 701. Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand. That is awesome. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
No, God, please, no, no.
It's Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time. The Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts, Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. Firstly, a very good morning. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show on a Saturday morning live from Tenerife.
Yeah.
Look at the state of this.
What do you mean the state?
Well, you're all palpitating.
Yeah, because he just watched me run up the street.
Yeah, he's just this second turned up in the studio.
Yeah, I'm actually out of breath.
Yeah, tell him what. Sorry?
Who's Zoe?
What? Who's shouting?
Who's that? No.
No. Tell him why you're out of breath.
The legal, the real reason.
Yes.
I was waiting for the gas man.
Waiting for the gas man?
And he says 5 minutes, and that was about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Bloody canaries, innit? Bloody canaries. And you just turned up now.
I'll get to this. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a minute. First of all, I've got to tell you, we've got a great show today.
Oh, we always have a great show.
Yeah, you look fabulous.
It's my new hat.
It's your new hat.
I've got to say 2 thanks for my new hat.
Yeah, you can do that in a minute. First of all, we're going to say good morning to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
And of course on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to go straight to the chat because
Why?
Joe Roberts is asking a question.
I can't see any of the other glasses.
Steve, is this the Sally Army this morning?
He's not said that, has he?
Yeah, Joe Roberts has just said it.
Cheeky.
Yeah, Steve.
I am an official member of the Manchester Fire Brigade, let me tell you. Yes.
Yeah,
This is what we don't wear this as to put the fires out, obviously.
Well,
This is what we wear if I have to go to the press conference. You look like the...
You don't go to press conferences. Let me just
The
make
Manchester Fire Brigade.
I'm just going to make a squeaky noise and put my microphone out of view. There you go.
Was that in view?
Yeah, it was just a little.
I like the microphones in view.
Duncan says more like the village people. Yeah. Harry Trudden says, good morning, guys, from Jerry and Harry in a very sunny Glasgow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Good morning, Jane Baxter. And it's a cold derby, says Lisa Craig. Good morning, Ian Clark.
Oh, Ian Clark, yeah. It's our socialist.
Come on, tell me the story
What?
about the Salvation Army Act.
It's not a Salvation Army.
Looks like one.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you. This is an official Manchester Fire Brigade badge.
Manchester.
I got the hat from Taylor Keith and Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
they're the ones that make me suits.
Right.
And they got the hat.
Yeah.
And then I decided what hat could it be. And then I contacted my friend Ian Kinder.
Oh.
Yes, whose son's very high up in the fire brigade.
Yeah.
Only if he's on a ladder, he's that high up. And he says, Steve, I've got the badge for you. And they sent it over. And this is the Manchester Fire Brigade.
Beautiful.
And I think I look absolutely
Ian
marvellous.
Clark says you look more like Parker from Thunderbird. Duncan says more like the village people. And,
Oh, come on.
yeah, listen, I'm trying. It's sunny and cold in Derby. More like Parker. Good morning from the gallery from XPT.
Darren, how do you think I'm looking today?
Well, maybe you should.
He's the boss, he's the boss.
Yeah, true.
He's the one that
Yeah,
pays
yeah.
the wages.
Good morning, Darren. Good morning. Which woman, Sonny and Claire?
Wow, what's happening in Britain?
I don't know. It's they're going through everything. They were predicting snow last week.
Really?
And
The farmers are up. Oh, the farmers are up there giving it.
Joy Cooling, good morning from a dry Dublin, which is unusual. Good morning, Rob Taverner from a beautiful Birmingham. And Angela Pursgrove says you look very suave.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, there's the legs before wicked people.
Gina Martin,
yes.
in sunny Wakefield.
Lovely Wakefield, lovely.
Oh, Brenda says you look like Blakey from On the Buzzes.
Yeah? He used to do that, didn't
He's
he?
go, I hate you, Bella. Good morning, our very good friend Dawn Tourist.
I'm a fireman.
The sun's out in Worcester and it's warm and sunny in Yorkshire.
That's great news for everybody, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Darren says you're looking good, Steve. Blakey, he's called you Blakey as well. I don't think anyone recognises you
Right, that's it.
as a Manchester
Next week we're
fireman.
back to normal. I
Oh.
might just turn up in a t-shirt like you, a bit scruffy.
Hey, look, I think I'm pretty cool. You know, I mean,
No, whatever takes you.
it's a clean one. It's a clean T-shirt. It's
Well, whatever.
two things that don't work well on me. One is hats. If I was to put a hat on my head, I would look like a...
Let's try it.
Let's try it. Let's have a
Brand
look.
new it is, brand new. Yeah, Benny Hill, isn't it?
Yeah. Good evening, viewers. No, mate,
Oh, I love this hat.
hats don't suit me. I like your sailor hat. You got two.
Which one?
Uh,
I've got the
one you
officer.
The one you stole off the Cuban.
Oh, the officer
The
one.
officer one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
I
what-
like the one that Fimi gave me, Elvis.
Where's his pole?
What does that mean?
Your fireman's pole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should have brought that with you. Good morning, Gavin Griffiths. Incomparable duo, that's us apparently.
Well, it's been 19 points to Scrabble, that word. What? But I'll tell you what I do have, and I won't wear it.
What?
It's a big fireman's jacket.
God,
You
you
know-
sweat.
Yeah, it is. It weighs a ton. It stinks of smoke. Yeah, they gave it to me when from the forest fire.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good morning, Chrissy Sheen. Good to
yeah.
have you on board. Pull the... He says pull the peak down a little bit more. We can still see you. That's not nice, is it?
Like that.
That's like one of those American cops now that get off the bikes. I don't know. What can I
Chips.
say?
Oh, they have that from chips.
Yeah. I want to go back to your gas, by the way.
Oh,
before
yeah?
we start. He's just been waiting for gas. Good morning, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Shelley.
She's a girl.
She's more than a girl. She's a woman. She's a
woman.
superstar.
She's a scouser.
Yeah.
She's a scouser.
She's a good lass. Back to your gas, just for a second. I mean,
Yeah.
why were you
Why?
waiting for gas? What do you need gas for?
We cook on gas.
You
That was Jimmy Quigley. If anybody in the old school remember Jimmy Quigley,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
we're cooking on gas.
Oh, cooking on gas.
From Powerhead, we're cooking on gas.
Cooking on gas today.
He's dead as well.
He's gone. He's passed. Never mind. Oh, he was great. I love working with him.
Yeah, I did as well. He did
Yeah.
it with Day of the Week, it was, didn't he?
No, he was great. He was absolutely
He had a
brilliant.
famous Irish song he used to sing. And I'd never heard it before. He was the only one that was singing. I can't remember what it was called.
Oh, no, Lisa Craig has said she would like to have seen Steve dressed as a dog this week after I visited Live Paws. We're going to show you that film in a little bit.
But you think I'm some sex fiend dressed as a dog?
Good morning, Ed and Steve from sunny Newcastle. Everywhere sunny today. Not sure about Blake. He's got a Reg Varney dirty laugh.
What's Reg Vardy?
I think he means Reg Varney.
Who's that?
He was in On the Buzzies with...
On the Buzzies.
Yeah, with Blakey. And he played Butler.
I remember vaguely. It was a red bus upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
And he had the guy, he was there with the money. And then the other little midget guy.
No, that was Reg Varney who drove. And
Yeah, the driver. He was a midget.
The other guy was a tall blonde lad with a very pointy nose type thing. I can't remember his name. It will come to me, don't worry.
Good comedy.
But going back to your gas, I mean, why did you bother? I mean, the size of your kitchen, you could have cooked your chicken on a couple of matches.
Coffee machine.
Coffee machine?
Coffee machine runs on gas.
No way.
We're not sophisticated like the United Kingdom, where the gas comes through a pipe underneath your house, then blows your house up.
Yeah.
Then we have it in bottles.
Michelle says, I'll get you, Battler. She said, everybody thinks you're on the buzzies now. He came in this morning so proud that he was a fireman, and sadly...
It's Manchester, isn't it? Bloody Manchester.
Oh yeah, now you know our blind friend Gavin.
I like Gavin, yeah.
but he was thinking more because of the voice. We could dress Steve up as Wurzel Gummidge. Right then, Sally.
Now you're more like that.
Oh no.
Is it just about slagsteveoff.com day?
No, you came dressed as a Salvation Army.
I have not. I've come as the chief fireman of the Manchester Brigade for a press conference.
Oh, fantastic.
I thought just the fireman because of your connection with your video today about the pause.
Well, yes, but I never
Because of
thought
the
that.
fire, and I thought
Oh.
fire.
Continuity.
And if you need any advice from the chief fireman, I'm your man.
There you go, continuity.
Continuity.
Say no more.
Say no
Come
more.
on in, Angela Pursgrove. You're right, Varney
Prison
auto-corrected.
bloody warden.
Bernie Cusack, good morning, guys. Hope there's tea in your cup, Steve.
Bernie.
What? Yeah.
Oh, she's up to come to see me.
Is she?
Yes.
We haven't seen Bernie for ages.
Oh, she's up in the tent.
Old Tracy's late. Very sorry. JW Knockers this morning. What does that mean? JW Jiggly Wingly Knockers. I don't know.
Don't know.
No
They're
idea.
just back from the holiday, aren't they?
Wayne says, good morning, lads. How are you? That's that Wayne in London. Good morning. Good to see you. And Jim now thinks you look like a prison warden.
Now, prison wardens are now all
I don't know. I've never been to prison. You seem to know all about that.
Prison wardens seem to be all tooled up in tattoos and.
I don't know.
and
I
no teeth.
really don't know. Is it me or is it warm in here?
Well, I'm wearing a 4-piece suit. So I'm sweating as normal.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe.
No, it's warm.
Just maybe I might put the fan on, but it might affect the sound. Should we try it? Let's put the fan on, and you guys tell me if it affects the sound. I'm just going to stand up here because we're in a great big studio. My head's going to disappear.
Why? He's not underpants on.
Let's put that on. Oh,
Jehovah's
yeah.
Witnesses and I can't be rude.
Jehovah's Witness, and I got what? Oh, Jehovah's Witness knockers. Oh, I understand now.
I don't understand.
She's talking about people who knock on your door from Jehovah's Witness. But there you go. Hi, Eddie from Dave the Fisherman. Dave, it's been good to not see you for ages. And Sherry Bryan Sweet.
Oh,
good morning.
Canada.
From Canada. It's all go today.
Something
on the
happened in
show.
Canada this week. I can't remember what it was now.
Well, I'll tell you what happened in Japan. Earthquake.
That was ages ago.
No, it weren't. It was this week because
Was it?
my mate's there. He's my mate's an astronomer, and he works on the cruise ships. John
right.
John McClane.
John McClane?
Yeah, and not the one from Die Hard.
No.
No, the one from Mallorca. Yeah.
What about the volcano you're up to?
Which one? Where?
Where am I going on holiday?
In Bali.
In Indonesia.
No way.
Yeah, you can make it up, could you?
You're going on holiday.
There's ash in the air. Planes will be diverted.
Ashes in the air.
Everywhere I look around, Stevie's on a plane.
They don't Tracy saying Indonesia. They're evacuating Indonesia.
And I'm going. Tracy, I'm going. How was it last year? I went to Colombia and the cartels were all fighting. The cartel war, and I'm flying into Bogota in between a cartel war.
I don't know. Was the fireman the first one to lead the way for the start of the pole dancers?
Have you ever been down one of their poles?
Yes, I
Yes,
have.
I certainly have as well. Yes.
I'll tell you when it was,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
It was Christmas
1981.
1981. Because the last number one in 1981
Oh.
was Don't You Want Me Baby
Oh, yeah.
by the Human League.
Don't you want me, baby? Don't you? Yeah.
And I was in West Bromwich Fire Station
Oh, yeah, what are you doing there?
doing the disco. I was a DJ at the time.
You went.
And the chief of the fire station.
Fireman, yeah, like that. Was he dressed like me?
You know, no.
Similar?
I mean,
Different badge?
He actually looked a bit like a Salvation Army person.
Right.
But I said to him, I
You
said,
said to him, yeah. What?
where am I going to set my equipment up?
Oh.
And he says, well, keep people away from the pole, just set it up in front of the pole. So we're doing this party, and we got to the conga.
No.
Yeah, I took everybody down the fire pole. I got firemen off duty at the top, slowing people down, and got people at the bottom catching them and coming back up through the fire
Oh,
station.
excellent. Wish I was there. I wish I was there for that.
I never worked there again. That was the
that's a
last gig
surprise.
I ever did. You can be on the lava with your fireman hat on. How cool. Yes, Steve. Steve has probably been down many poles. And I think, here's another word that might fit the bill. I think we've had enough of the innuendos.
What's that?
In a suppository, that's an innuendo. We saw the firemen from La Palma at Tenerife North Airport when there were bad fires the other year. Well, actually, I'll tell you what, when the volcano went off on La Palma, are you having a wave?
Linda.
Linda, hiya Linda. When the volcano went off on La Palma,
Oh, yeah.
they drafted all the volunteer
firemen.
and they just, it took us ages to pass them on the motorway. The convoy was immense. and they just went down to the port, commandeered one of the ferries, and
they went.
away they went.
Eureka, one for a copy. Convoy.
Do you remember them CB radios?
I had one.
You had a CB.
Yeah.
I had a CB.
You know what
Breaker 110 for a copy.
You know what my handle was?
What's your 20?
What my handle
What was your... Linda Hewitt says, see you soon. What was your handle?
Shaky.
Shaky. You called yourself... Breaker 1-4, shaky, come in, over. Well,
Shaky.
what's your 20? What's your 20? 10 till we do it again.
Shaky.
Why shaky?
Because my name was Stephen, Shaking Stephen.
Oh no, really? Darren J, my BC handle was White Sox, the boss.
White Sox?
Yeah, his breaker code was White Sox. We're back in
Breaker
the
one
Palmer
for White
October.
Sox.
Yeah. CB radio.
Other
Yeah.
colours are available, Darren.
No, I mean, I was one of the few guys of my age to have a car and me CB radio underneath and me big old twig on top of me car.
My CB
It was
My
brilliant.
CB was in my room. Right.
All right, okay, Angela, got you. It wasn't the La Palma firemen, it was the fires in Tenerife North. I've got to say that whenever we have a
The show's
problem,
nearly over, you know, you started yet.
whenever we have a problem, our firemen are brilliant, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They are absolutely amazing. Whether it's the volcano on La Palma,
Yeah.
the fires on the islands, and what you don't understand about our firemen is there are very, very, very few paid positions. It's all voluntary, isn't it?
Yeah, he's right.
All voluntary.
And they're out there 24-hour call.
Yes, Jane, I did have a snatch plate. I never left it in the car. Harry Trodden's handle was Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky. Mine was Road Angel, says Chrissy
How did I
Shit.
get onto this?
You started it. Breaker 1-4.
I've come as a fireman.
Actually, Trace, I did have an 8-track in one of my cars. And Michelle, you're quite right, our firemen are the best. Which is why a lot of the...
Our firemen have all got gold medals.
Yeah, well, they...
I
all
presented
deserve-
them.
They deserve them. They deserve
Yes,
them.
after
I'll
the
tell you.
2007 fires.
Jane was Foxglove. How many of you guys had CB radio?
Oh, but it sounds like they've all had one.
Yeah, it looks like it. But I mean, you don't do it now, do you? It's like mobile phone.
WhatsApp, innit? Bloody
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
You don't get on WhatsApp and say 10-4 for the copy, do you?
You do not.
No, you don't.
I said this last night. I don't know if in England.
Can I just say
Can
one
I-
thing?
Yeah,
you don't,
yeah.
You don't get 10-4 for the copy,
Yeah.
and you don't ask people what the 20s are, because it's all bloody looked after by satellite tracking now.
Satellite tracking now.
Everybody knows
Can I
where
tell you
you
what's
are.
happened to me this week?
What's happened?
Absolutely weird. And tell me if it happens in England. This has just happened to me recently, and I'm blaming you for this. I have lived one of the...
Hang on. Now,
Right. I've been living one of the cleanest lives. Cleaner than a cleaner. And all of a sudden, out the blue, I'm getting these messages. Hi, how are you? And this number, and I'm like, who is that? So I've checked the number on Google.
yeah.
Bloody Bolivia. I don't live in Bolivia. Next day, hola, como estás? Where's this number from? Afghanistan. I'm getting these messages from all over with nutters. Where have you put my number out somewhere?
No.
Iran was another one.
No.
I've got these messages. Where did they get my number from?
I'll tell you. Duncan Blanchard had a Cobra 148, still got a small CB in the shed. Mind you, Duncan's got absolutely
Everything
everything
in that shed,
in
yeah.
that shed, for years ago. Listen, I'll tell you where they get it from.
Yeah.
All of your mobile phones,
Yeah.
all of these
Yeah,
here
yeah.
in your hands,
In your hand, yeah.
they're listening all the time.
Oh, Jesus.
So it doesn't... Do you know, we were talking the other day,
Yeah.
Holly and I,
Holly, you, yeah.
can't remember what we were talking about.
You don't normally know what you're talking about.
We don't normally talk, but I mean, the thing is, we were talking
Yeah.
the other day,
Yeah.
and I couldn't believe it. A couple of minutes
A
later,
couple of minutes later.
they're advertising.
Oh, you told me that, yeah.
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 I think they're listening. I think there's something.
Just weird out the blue I'm getting all these messages from around the world.
Yeah,
I
but
don't even know them.
yeah, but you're a well-travelled man.
Yeah, no, but these are countries I've never been to. I've not been to Afghanistan. I've not been to bloody Iraq. Bolivia. Who goes to Bolivia? Drug dealers.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
to go there.
if I was going to choose someone to go to Bolivia, it would be you. Actually, because you're just mental enough. Right, listen. We're going to cut the chat off in a minute
Oh,
because
right.
yeah, because you've got a subject this week.
Have I?
Yeah.
All
But
right.
you can do it after the film.
What film?
Well,
Oh yeah, the film, yeah.
well, we used to do walkabouts. Well, we got a new bit of kit,
Never took me.
as you know. Well, I couldn't take you, could I?
I sat there.
Tell people why I couldn't take you.
Because you couldn't come and pick me up.
No, tell them the truth.
I was busy.
No, tell them the truth.
I fell down the stairs.
No, you
Saturday.
didn't. You weren't waiting for the gas man.
Why did I not go?
Yeah, because if we'd have took you
Oh yeah, to bring back my dogs.
to a
yeah.
dog rescue
Yeah.
centre, you'd have come back with a dozen.
I would have done.
Because you've got the facilities.
And I've got a heart.
Just before I show you the film,
Show the film.
will you start repeating what I'm saying?
Have I?
Yes. Jill says they're
Can
listening.
I retract it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill says they're listening when you see a little red light at the top of a phone. I've never looked, to be honest. Joe
What do you want to
Roberts,
listen to me for? They just tune into Multicoloured Talk Show. They can listen to me.
Joe Roberts says if Alexa doesn't listen, how does she know when to answer? That is a good point.
We don't have that here.
And Brenda says we do have Alexa.
Do we?
Yes, there's all over the place.
You got one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
We use it for things like Alexa, wake me up for the show, and it knows what
Really?
time. Yeah.
Now, don't forget I told you last week about remote control, didn't I? So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Okay. Alexa listens and sometimes interrupts our conversations. Dun, dun, dun. Right, we went to live pause. Well, more precisely, I went to live pause, and I took Darren, the boss from XPTV1.
Did you know what live pause is?
Well, I'm just going to explain to you.
All right.
Live pause is a dog rescue
It's a
centre.
dog rescue, isn't it?
Will you stop repeating what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Live Pause is a dog rescue centre here in Tenerife.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say Tenerife then, but...
No, you told me to stop.
And a few weeks ago they had
Yeah.
a tremendous fire
Oh, tremendous.
in the field next to them. And the firemen
Yeah.
went down
Oh, they went down, didn't they?
to sort it out. It was burning for...
Weeks!
Right, it was at least a week. But it's all kind of getting back to normal. But there's been a lot of talk about live pause on the internet, on Facebook and everything with the fire. We thought we'd take you and show you what live pause actually does. Would you like to see the film?
Because I've not seen it either. I've not seen it.
I've not seen
This
it.
is a world exclusive.
Yeah. So, boys and girls, sit back
Sit back
and see what
popcorn.
happened when we were at live pause. I'm here today in Las Chafiras, and we've come to visit the Live Pause Dog Rescue Centre. You may recall a few weeks ago we actually reported on a big problem that was happening here, which was sorted absolutely instantly by the power of social media. All around me there are people walking dogs, and the amount of volunteers that come to help out at this facility is truly, truly amazing. All in all, there are over 40 volunteers that give their time free of charge to help these dogs to achieve a much more fulfilling lifestyle. At the end of the day, if you were a dog, you wouldn't want to be trapped in a cage all day, but these wonderful people all turn up and take the dogs on regular exercise journeys. Everywhere around you, everywhere you look, up and down this road, there are dog enclosures. And I have to say, the dogs look really, really healthy. This place even has a walk a dog while you're on holiday facility. It's worth checking out. So in a while, we're going to take a walk down that road, and we're going to introduce you to Mark, who we like to think of as the dog boss man. being joined now by Mark, and Mark is who we call the big boss dog man here. He's responsible for absolutely everything that goes on at Live Paws. Are you, Mark?
That's what I say. I'm the responsible person, that I would call it, responsible.
So listen, there's a couple of things I'd like to ask about. Firstly, how many dogs do you have here at any one time?
At any one time, at the moment, we've got 85 dogs.
Oh.
So we got one adoption and one coming in, and this is how it tries to keep itself in balance. But at the moment, it's very difficult because there's more coming in than going out.
Yes.
So.
Now, not so long back, we reported on our show about the problems that you had with the fire that happened. I know almost instantly through Facebook, this place was flooded with your volunteers rescuing the dogs.
Amazing.
How's it going since the fire?
Well, we were first I'll say we've been very lucky with the fire in the respect that when the fire was all over the place, the wind changed and it didn't affect the shelter itself. So this stayed intact. So it took us 2 weeks before we were able to come back because of the smoke, because of the cleaning, because of everything we had to do. And so that took us a little while. Yeah, all the dogs except one that we lost in a sense. We can't find him anymore. We hear now and again reports where he is, but it's very difficult to trace him where he is.
But I would imagine a lot of the dogs here are chipped and...
All the dogs are chipped, the dogs are, so that's not a problem. The problem with that dog was he was very scared.
Oh, yeah.
He was here since pup, he was here for 4 years, and so he only knew this world. So in the big world, he doesn't know where to go, and he's scared of people, of strangers, and that is at the moment why we can't trace him.
Oh well, who knows? One day he may turn
we never
up
give
again.
up hope.
Now, everything that happens here is truly voluntary. There are no paid positions.
We have few paid positions because we need the dogs to be attended 7 days a week.
Of course, yeah.
And if you only work as volunteers, it's very hard. My job includes like the shops that we've got, like the dogs on the street. So I cannot be here every single moment.
No.
So that's why we do have a few contracts here that we know that 7 days of the week these posts are covered. So the dogs get fed, watered and cleaned and get their social time.
Absolutely brilliant. The thing that really gets me though is you have to have an income. So I would imagine fundraising is extremely important to you.
Fundraising is the most important thing what we have next to our shops. We have 2 shops which most people will know that take donations from second-hand clothes and small like kitchen things. We sell that, and from that money we pay most of it. Yeah, next to that, it's completely donations. What gives all the extra things. I mean, if you know that only the vet costs, we're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 euros a month. Yeah, the food cost, we're talking about 1,500 euros a month. So you can imagine the costs are that high.
Astronomical.
Yeah, astronomical, and it only goes up because everything gets more expensive and there's more dogs coming in.
And from what I understand, if you are in receipt of a dog, you would never put down a healthy dog.
No, we don't put any dog down.
No.
We always try, even when they're very old, to at least give them on the last time the sense of a home, which we don't always manage because most of our followers will know that 2 weeks ago I had to put down a dog from us that was heavily affected with cancer, and he was in the shelter, which hurts even more.
Yeah.
Those things happen, but we are definitely, and we're staying that as a non-killing shelter. We're not doing
Fantastic. I think when you look at or you hear about different shelters, it's always a concern, but it's really comforting to know that the dogs are the priority.
No, the dogs are always the priority. No matter what age they are, no matter how long they're here, no matter in what state they're in, the dogs will never ever be on the second place, never.
Brilliant. I have to tell you, I know it looks like I'm not paying attention, but there is so much going on here at Live Pause that your gaze is drawn everywhere. I mean, there are dogs barking, there are volunteers running around, and like Mike says, the volunteers truly are volunteers. If someone wanted to be a volunteer, what would you advise them?
When we get loads of requests for people volunteer, I always say, come first here, come on a walking day, which is on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturday morning from 9 till 1. And come and walk some dogs, talk to us, see the atmosphere, and then make your decision in what part you could be filling inside the association.
Because it's not just volunteering to walk a dog. Dogs have to be fed and...
Dogs have to be fed. The most important thing is the social part of the dogs, because you imagine dogs are coming off the street, dogs are coming from very bad homes, so dogs, mainly when they come in, they're scared, they're antisocial, so feeding is one thing, but socializing is just as important as feeding, which is also food, and this is what a lot of volunteers here like to do, because they can just come in for an hour, 2 hours, be with some dogs that are having the need for attention, and this is what gives the satisfaction to the dogs and as well to obviously the volunteers.
Brilliant. And also, I suppose if you're walking a dog for an hour, it's great exercise for yourself as well.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly.
I know that we can contact you through Facebook and the like, and what we're going to do is we're going to put on the bottom of the screen all the information that we're going to take off you, obviously. We're going to show people how the fire affected you. We have various footage, but I wonder if you've been kind enough to walk us round the site.
That's my pleasure to do that. That's my pleasure.
So come with us, because we're going to take a look around Live Pause.
Rex.
Hello, Rex.
Rex is a very special story. Rex was on a chain for 8 years, and he came here in a very horrible situation. His ears were completely bleeding. His backside, there was no fur on whatsoever. He could hardly walk. The dog, in any other shelter, in like a state shelter, a dog like that they would put down. So we've got him completely back on his feet. And we had a British couple here on holiday for a month, and they lost a German Shepherd in August last year. And they said, well, we don't want another dog anymore. But in the month that they were here, they were walking him. And by the last walks that they done, they said, can you make arrangements that he comes to England? Because we want to adopt him. So we have Dave, our special transporter. He is going to take him in May to England. So he's adopted there.
Brilliant.
Which is, it's more and more popular, because England is very difficult to adopt a dog, and from here it's actually quite simple. It sounds more complicated than the reality is. So he goes by truck, and in 2 days' time he's there where he should be.
And how old is Rex?
Rex is 8 years old, and he's been since a pup on a chain.
Oh well, he's living a better life now.
He's got a great life, even though he's still in the cage, but I've seen the place where he's going to, and it's going to be paradise.
And this is the first cage that we've looked at.
This is only the first cage.
There are a multitude of cages.
Yeah, there's loads of them. This is our old boy Rigby. He's the oldest resident. He is with us for 7 years.
7 years.
It's a dog that was found next to his owner when his owner was dead for 2 days in the house. The trauma made it that he doesn't allow anybody to come in his cage or in his environment, but as soon as he's out, he's a loving, caring dog. But this is his home. This is his home.
Territory.
So we're not worried about adoption.
Yeah.
He's going to stay here,
for the rest of his
this is
life.
home. He loves this to be here. He's friendly with everybody here. He's one of the exceptional dogs that is probably more happy here than when he would have a home.
There is an old saying that there's no such thing as a bad dog, just a bad owner.
There are no bad dogs.
You must say this all the
Absolutely,
time.
I agree 100% on that one. 100%. We get dogs in here that are called dangerous dogs, and after they are here for 2 days, and we work with them, we give them the love that they need, the attention that they need. There's no aggression of whatsoever. So it's definitely the owners who are the wrong owners for that kind of dog.
Particular dog. Yeah. So this is another part of your facility, and again, volunteers everywhere, which is brilliant. And who do we have here?
Here we've got 3 pups. It's Catalea, Dana and Soko. These pups were found when they were only 5 weeks old. And unfortunately they're still with us. There was a litter of 8. The other 5 have been adopted. And these are still unfortunate, but they will find the right home, definitely.
Well, I've got to say, to be honest, I've been walking around your facility, and every single dog that I've seen, the tails are wagging.
It's a good place. People think that refuges are, you know, dodgy places or bad places, but my answer to this is always, wherever these dogs are coming from, this is a better place than where they came from. That's 100% sure.
But they've all, the tails are wagging on all of them.
They're happy, they got a good life, they get the right people here, the right food, they got everything what they need.
And as you walk down, you can see everyone has got their own name, their feed cycle, their weight. It's just astounding, absolutely astounding. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, this is not a cheap operation.
This is a dog, he's epileptic.
All right.
So, but with his treatment, he's got a normal life. There's no worry about that.
How lovely.
And his friend.
How often does he?
And his friend. And these are the disco rockers.
Disco rockers.
Yeah. These are a little bit older pups.
Yeah.
That one now is going to England. We go today. Yeah, you're going to England next week. Yes. And you're going to Holland. Yes, you are. These all 3 are actually reserved.
All right.
So I've got one that's staying here. That little black one is going to a girl that's autistic. She's 23 and she had a dog before. When her dog died, the mother said, we don't want a dog anymore, but she's going downhill. The dog was helping her, it's a therapy. And so they decided to take another dog on and, you know, help her to have a normal life. So
brilliant.
That's what dogs do, obviously, the therapists.
So that's Live Pause. Me personally, I've had an absolutely fantastic day here, and it's been great to see such healthy, happy dogs. Mark, I want to thank you so much for allowing us in.
I want to thank you for your attention that you're putting into this. It's wonderful. I really appreciate that.
And what we're going to do at the end of this is we're going to put all the information on the bottom of the screen. I just want to assure people that since the fire that did Live Pause not too many favours, everything's back to normal. But they do need your help, donations, and they need you to volunteer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been the Dog Godfather, Mark.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope we'll see you soon.
Well, I've got to tell you, I had an absolutely brilliant day at Live Pause.
Didn't it?
Sue, Holly, Darren from XPTV1 went with us. And I've got to thank Mark. Incredible. Pulls at your heartstrings, isn't it?
Did.
You've gone teary.
It's very emotional.
It is. It's really good. Thanks, Duncan. It was a great day. We couldn't take Steve. He would have come back with so many blooming waifs and strays. But you've got the room, and this is an important thing, you know. I mean, if you've got the room. I mean, I love dogs.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have one because my lifestyle.
That's a heartbreaking thing around here. You get these people, you've seen them many of these big dogs, and they're living in a rabbit hutch, aren't they?
Yeah, and then you
have it.
get the bigger dogs that go out without muzzles and what have you. But so listen, we got the new piece of kit, and stand by. Stevie and I were going to go a little bit mental.
How do they raise the money for Paws?
Well, they've got a PayPal Me account.
Right.
They have a couple of shops. They have
do they? Right.
fundraising. I mean, like Holly sang at a fundraiser down at.
They don't do much up this end, do they?
Oh, no, but it's great.
Oh, the Sunset, that's right, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, Jane Baxter, not even keen on dogs, but you're in tears. I think it was. I didn't mean the film to be emotional.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You got them all crying?
Yeah, but I meant the film to be informative. I mean, it's like Mark says, a lot of people have got ideas about dog refuge places, thinking they're a bit dodgy and everything. But when you talk to Mark, you can feel the love.
He's like
that
the
he has.
Lily Savage of Tenerife, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe we should do a regular thing from there. I don't know. But it's absolutely brilliant. So, many thanks to
what incredible
Mark.
job he's doing, isn't it? Dedicating your life for that.
Yeah, and at the moment, I think
he doesn't live there, does he?
I don't know. I don't think he does. But like I say, he's got 85 dogs at the moment.
Oh, wow.
And these are dogs that people don't want, or they've been abandoned or found somewhere.
That's not cheap.
Well,
that ain't cheap, Eddie.
Well, if you listened, and I know you couldn't listen earlier, he gives you the...
I couldn't listen, he was talking, I told him to shut up twice.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you've got, I think it's 1,500 a week food bills.
Really?
Or is it a week or a month? I don't know. And then he's got the vet bills and everything, because all the dogs are chipped, all of them. Anyway, I'm not going to go over the film again.
Oh, don't go over
If you want to watch it again...
Oh, I'll be watching it.
Just catch us on Catch Up. You can watch the programme again anytime you like on the social media sites. And that was it. It was brilliant. Yes, thank you to Mark and everyone for doing an amazing job. Thank you, Brenda. It was absolutely a pleasure to go down there and see what live.
And he's dealing with the whole of Tenerife, just not the south, the whole of it, or not?
Yeah, he won't. He won't. If someone finds a dog in, let's say, Santa Cruz, right, he won't turn his back on it. He's not for this area. He's just a dog person, and it's lovely to see. Real lovely to see. As you know, Hank, my mate Hank in Southern Ireland, he came from any shelter. Any other dog he would get would also be a rescue. India was watching on the TV as well, says Darren. Because Darren, when he went down, when the fires, he met India and ended up with a dog, and he loves her, which is brilliant. Me personally, I haven't got a lifestyle for a dog, but it doesn't mean.
This is probably the first time in my life I don't have a dog, because the last one died, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know if I went there, I'd come back. I know that.
Yeah, you would.
Don't let me go, Eddie.
No, I know. This is why I didn't take you. I did offer you the chance to go.
He did.
And you says, no, I can't.
He actually says, I'll take you down, Steve, if you pay for the petrol.
Yes. But you would. You'd come back with a dog. That Rex, who's going to the UK. Oh, brilliant. Brenda says, Louis came from Romania. Absolutely adore him.
Well done, Brenda.
Well, Darren, Mark, he ships dogs out all over the place. See, people have come on holiday, and one of the schemes they've got is walk a dog while you're on holiday.
Great idea, isn't it?
I think it's brilliant. I mean, listen, you're here, you're a walker, put a dog on a lead, take it with you.
And where exactly is this place that people know it is?
It's actually in Las Chafiras.
Right, okay, just before the airport, right?
Yeah, and Darren is about to flash up, because I know Darren, he's about to flash up all the details on how you can get them on the chat there. Agreed, Eddie, they need attention. My lifestyle is not suitable. Absolutely not. I mean, I get up in the morning, have a shower, not every morning because I stink a bit, right? And then we'll go to the warehouse, we'll come back, we'll clean the bar. I'm in the bar from 5 till 12. That's no life for a dog.
No life for you. Never had a dog.
Actually, it is. But that's the way it is. Right, shall we get down to your subject?
I'm still emotional, Eddie. I'm still...
I know, it's just incredible.
It's just there's a part of you want to do something to help them, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
We should do something, Eddie. You know, I did a lot of charity work. You know the easiest way I used to do for what's happened?
I was thinking buy 15 meals, get one leg of chicken free.
No.
All right.
Many years ago, Eddie, you know what I did in Los Giantes? And it's probably one of the best nights ever in Los Giantes, way back in the 90s. I got all the local singers together.
Yeah.
And I got the council, got them a stage. I got the sound system from the council. It's a big sound system. I got all the local singers. They all did about half an hour each. And it was started about 5 o'clock and right up to midnight. It was packed and we raised loads of money.
Yeah.
Loads of money. That year I went to Thailand, South America. That was for all charity. And that'd be so easy to do something like that, Eddie.
Thank you, Darren. There's, on the chat, there's how you can get in touch with them. It was on the film, but there's another. Facebook Live Pause Tenerife. Take a look. Gives you all the information. And they also post about the new dogs that are coming in, the ones that are being exported to different countries. Chrissy says we should go for that again. Raise money.
It was a long time ago. I don't think anyone remembers it. I don't think it was a great idea to come up with.
Well,
and it was all free because everybody just did a little bit.
I've got to tell you, actually, I've never seen Steve like this. But while you were watching the film, we could see it on our monitors, and Steve was just there.
Yeah, I was quiet, wasn't I?
He couldn't get a word out of you. And he was just telling her. Did you find that emotional, old chap?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Brilliant.
Because it always baffles me how people treat animals over here. See, in England, you just phone the RSPCA and they'll come around and get the knuckles slapped, don't they? Here, it's not as easy as that, Eddie. The problems I went through of a guy whose cruelty to a horse was unbelievable. Did I tell you the story?
The one that went over the cliff?
What horse went over the cliff?
Oh, it's another story.
It's another story.
Get on with that.
For another day. No, I had this horse not far from me, and the man wasn't feeding it, so I started to feed it. The thing was skinny, and it was in a field, and the horse ate everything, all the grass and all the weeds. It was just mud in this field, dry mud. It was had bloody raining, and so I used to go down to the veg shop, get all the old stuff, the 2 veg shops, and feed it. So I contacted Soprano, which is the Guardia Civil side of it, like the RSPCA. You listen to me.
Yeah.
So I got Soprano up, and they came up with the vet, and it says the horse is not starving, you lunatic. I said, no, it's not starving because I'm bloody feed it. He said, well, we can't do anything then. It's no cruelty. You know what I mean? So it was catch-22. You know what happened?
What?
Well, unluckily, he was steaming drunk, the man, and he killed somebody in his car. So he went to prison. So at that point, I'm on the phone. Get you back down here. So they came back down again. I said, what are you going to do now? He said, what do you mean? I said, the guy's in prison now. Is he? I went, yeah. You check. So luckily, they came, they took the horse away.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the best comment of the day, to be honest.
What's that?
I was surprised all the dogs had chips. Surely pedigree chum would have been better.
I could put some chips up for them, couldn't I?
Brilliant. But listen...
Dogs eat chips.
I don't know. Listen, guys, if you want to watch again...
Watch
just
again.
rerun us, and I really enjoyed making the film, and it's kind of sparked...
You were like a Jeremy Clarkson.
Clarkson. Clarkson.
So, is that it? Right.
Maybe. I was. But there you go. Yeah. I really enjoy doing it, and we're going to do some more stuff.
Will I be in it?
Yes, you'll be in the next one. So long as it's nowhere near a dog shelter.
Yeah.
You would
as long as I
back.
don't have to pay for the picture either.
But going back to that Rex was in a right state when he came in. He's back on his feet now. He's got his fur back. Sadly, the tips of his ears are still missing. But
you know where that's from?
He's being exported.
You know where that's from?
I don't know.
Flies.
Yeah.
Flies eat them.
That dog was on a chain for 8 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
They've been married, isn't it?
Thank you, Rob. Other foods are available. And yes, Dunk, I know Hank will eat anything. Mark Mullen, hi from a sunny Belfast. It's sunny everywhere.
It's sunny.
Unbelievably
Sunny.
everywhere. Stand by. Here's your fanfare. It is
Who's it, Master?
Stevie's subject.
Oh, there's Tim. Tim Elliott's here. Back from Thailand, hello, Tim.
Morning, Tim.
Lovely guy.
Come on then, what's your subject?
Well, Eddie, I'm fuming, aren't I? I'm absolutely fuming. Every day I go out and I'm driving, bloody rent-a-cars are everywhere.
Oh, I know.
They're everywhere. So, Eddie, I started doing my investigation. Contacted a few friends up in the Cabildo, Santa Cruz, everything. Guess how many cars are registered in Tenerife?
No idea.
Go on, have a guess.
Okay, in Tenerife.
Tenerife.
What's the population?
You know what the population is?
Yeah, go on.
Last count, more like, talk about 1 million.
1 million.
We've got 1 million people in Tenerife at the moment.
Well, I would say at least a third of those were underage, so I'll go... Well, if you're going 1 million, I've got to go about 600,000.
600,000 registered cars?
Yeah.
You ready for this one, Eddie?
Yeah.
Smelling salts ready for Eddie? 1 million.
No
You've
way.
got about 1 million cars registered in the Tráfico in Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Eddie. Don't forget there's other cars coming in from other islands. Right?
Yeah.
Population of Tenerife? 1 million.
Yeah. And
Cars.
1 million cars.
About, give or take, Eddie. You're looking at million. And we get how many tourists we get a year? About 5 million, just over 5 million tourists a year now as well. There's just too many cars in this island.
Yeah.
Far too many. And this is what all the problems are having. You know Teno, Lighthouse Teno?
Yeah.
You know that's you can't get to that anymore. You got to get a bus.
Yeah, that's right.
You did it Mount Tidy.
Yeah.
Too many cars. That's what they're going to do with that. Masca. That's the next one they're looking at, the Cabildo. They're going to cut Masca off so you can only get there by bus.
Yeah.
Too many cars.
Yeah,
It's
but
not rocket science, is it?
It destroys the roads, doesn't
It's
it?
destroying everything. You want to see the TF1, tailback.
Yeah.
Round here, Ed, it's ridiculous.
You can't park.
You can't. Why can't you park? Go down to Maimo Tropical. Rent-a-cars everywhere. Los Gigantes everywhere. Rent-a-car. Even up to yesterday, I'm driving down the road from Santiago Tiny down to Los Gigantes. Every single car in front of me, because I overtook them all, obviously. Bloody rent-a-cars, every single one of them. So anyway, my question was, me being a world traveller, right?
Yes.
Would you rent a car in London?
Me personally, yes, I would.
In London?
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
You know how much it costs to rent a car in London?
It's not the cost of renting a car.
You don't need a car in London, you lunatic.
I know.
Public
you've got
transport.
Subway. I know that.
You know, Eddie, here you don't need a car.
So I think what we're doing now is we're building up to your answer, your solution to the
I've
problem.
always got a solution.
Go on then.
There's always a solution. Margaret Thatcher taught me that in the 80s. Don't start an argument unless you've got an answer. Margaret had the answer for every single thing.
Dum, dum,
Dum.
dum. Go on then.
So, I've wrote it all down. I've sent it off to the Cabildo.
Right.
So, people rent a car from the airport to come to Los Gigantes. Why?
Because it's...
Cheaper than a taxi.
Yeah.
87 euros authorising yesterday to rent a car.
Yeah.
A week. 87 euros
For the week.
for the week. For the week, Eddie. So a taxi is what, 50 euros there, 50 euros back.
So there's 100 euros.
So you've saved your money. And you've got a car for the week.
Yeah.
So that's got to stop.
Which you can't park anywhere.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, that's got to stop. So, my solution was, Eddie, I've told the Cabildo, we need to get shuttle buses. Because everywhere I go, you go to Rio de Janeiro, there's a shuttle bus from the airport straight to Copacabana. It starts off at Itabedima, Copacabana, Leblon. So that's what they've got to do here. You have a shuttle bus. Bus number 4, Los Gigantes, Play the Reina and Varadero.
And is this a free shuttle bus?
No, €5.
Okay.
€5. Also, I get a cut. And it's subsidised by the government, Eddie. Right? Bus number 1, Los Cristianos.
Got ya.
Bus number 2, Las Americas. Bus number 3, Arequi. That's
And
it.
is this calling off at every place on the way?
No. It's
Direct.
Direct. It's not stopping off. The only one that kind of stops off will be the Los Gigantes one, because that's quite a distance. You stop off at Varadero, Play the Reina, Los Gigantes. And then just maybe get a taxi to your hotel or walk, because it's not that far. So these buses are all shuttle buses. So you come out of the airport, you have a taxi in if you want, door to door, or you get on a shuttle bus. There's one solution. Solution number 2, 1 million cars. How many of them do you think are rented?
Well, I'd say half.
Nah, more.
No way.
More. There's
Go on.
more. You're looking at over more than 50% of the cars here are rented cars. Get them off the road. That'll bring the price up. That'll reduce rentals.
Stop a second.
I'm stopping.
Ian says we have a car when we come over, it's so convenient.
Yes.
Tracy says taxi companies won't be happy with that idea. And Joe Roberts says we were told by a guide that they're going to ban hire cars in TD National Park.
No, all cars. All cars, Joseph, all cars. The cars will be stopped at a designated car park, which is the building now, and you'll be onto the shuttle bus, which will take you up to Mount Tiny. They have to do it. Why they have to do it? There's too many cars. Massacre, too many cars.
I've got not a solution.
I'm not even finished yet.
Well, no, but we're talking about it damaging roads and everything, right? Tolls.
Oh, you come up with this. Oh,
Yeah, I said. Well, I didn't actually.
Yeah,
Holly came up
come
with
on, Holly.
this. It's a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
Especially on the new road from Fonsalia to the motorway. You have a toll there, just €1. So if you're a local, you get a little ticket that means that you're exempt from the toll. But for all these 750,000 hire cars, toll.
Quid, answer.
Euro. Nobody's going to mind paying €1 and just put it to fixing the roads that they're.
There's nothing wrong with the roads.
Well,
Nothing wrong with the roads. You want to go to England? Potholes.
I know. Put
People
it somewhere.
swimming in them.
Put the money somewhere, but you go to Ireland, you have to pay tolls. Why not here? I know you're saying it's private road executives.
See, they don't know that. Yeah. It's a long story. Long story.
Yeah. See, spot on, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, it is. Every time you go on the road, drop a euro in.
No, see, the toll road. I'd explained to him when he went to Ireland. He was on the road and he paid the toll. These roads have been built by private companies, and they're out to make money. So you pay the toll, and when the company has been paid back plus their profit, it goes free. Like I gave him an example, the Prince Charles Bridge number 2. That's toll free now because they made millions out of it. Chinese, isn't it? Bloody Chinese.
But you just hit the button on the head. You said they made millions out of it. Why not continue?
Because these roads in Tenerife are built by the taxpayers' money, by the government, isn't it?
Once the government take them back, why should it stop being a toll road? Why shouldn't the money that they collect go to the local government coffers?
Because we're not going to pay it, that's why.
Yeah, not you. Yeah, you get people that.
No, Eddie, easier. Put the price of rented cars up. End of story. Get them off the road. Get free quads of rented cars off the road. It's ridiculous. Get a bus. Remember 1980s, Reddy? We used to go on holiday. You go to the welcome meeting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you like.
Do you know you've always said
I've always said it.
That poverty should be part of the government's responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy's just said, give the money from the tolls to the dog rescue centres.
They wouldn't stand for that.
But you see,
Eddie, in 5 minutes' time in Santa Cruz de Tenerife, we've got a demonstration. People are expecting 700,000 people up there. Layabouts, unemployed hippies are going to start complaining.
For
half of them don't even know. They're Palestinian protesters. They don't know what they're arguing about.
Yeah.
They don't agree. There's about 13 different groups and they don't agree.
Oh, listen, when we're in there at time.
I know we're at time.
Can I just say one thing?
What?
Do you know when they're the protests to stop tourism in Tenerife?
No, it's not stop tourism, is it?
Yeah, right. I wonder how many of them people on that protest march actually go on holiday to other places.
Of course they all do.
There you go.
I seen a girl this morning. She works in the hotel. Can't mention the name of the hotel. She said, "Oh, I'm off. Where are you off to? I'm to the cruise. I'm off to the demonstration." She works in a hotel, you lunatic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Hello, is there anybody in? But she's not going to complain about the tour. She's going to complain about the price of. She wrote a book there.
Yeah.
It's Gavin, isn't it?
Right, listen, I've got 1 minute. I want to read this. What I don't understand is why people don't realise that hiring a car for a week is counterproductive. Although, yes, the car may be cheaper to rent than a taxi each way to the bear pub, then you have to fuel it all week, park it, possibly pay, etc., etc. But listen, guys,
get the bus.
We've come to the end of our hour.
I won't be wearing this again.
What? Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Boys and girls, many thanks to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
Join us on Facebook, Spotify, and please tell all your friends. Please tell your friends to subscribe on YouTube. Oh, that's better. I have not been Eddie Hastings from the Chicken Shack.
And I've not been Steve Gerald from the 60s bar.
Who has now got gas. We'll see you next.
I've got the gas.
We'll see you next Sunday morning for another edition of the Multicoloured Talk Show. Bye.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show. Steve, Gerald, and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand. That is awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notification.